Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And just a quick recap, we've taken Old Stones, which we've renamed the Falcon Roost, basically secured the northern border here. I don't think Hoa is really, because he's in the north mainly right now and he's in massive debt, so I doubt he's going to attack us. We're taking a bit of a risk in that area, but at the moment we're just bringing Prince Arthas down from the Falcon's Roost to join up with Jasper with the Storm Kings. And we've got Sunderland's Bastard over here, leading troops to join up with him as well, and we'll move towards the Stormlands around the Golden Tooth, which is where Lannister's troops have sort of gathered. I'll show you, actually, if we send my princess over here. Ain't got anyone in the range right now, but they are over in that general area, from what we can tell. Meanwhile, I don't think he's done it yet, but he's planning at least to strike against the Reach. Sort of attack from both sides at the same time. Yeah, he's waiting for me to arrive, for Jasper and everything. And Martell is attacking the Reach as well from his side, or at least he claims he is. We'll see just how how invested he is in that little attack. But anyway, we'll go to the next turn and see what happens. Okay, turn 22. Nothing much changed. We are slowly going out of debt, which is good because we kind of need forts. I think it's going to come in handy later on, but we won't move just yet. We're going to wait for the Prince and Sunderland to come up. But I don't really like leaving the Falcon's Roost so open, so we're going to send Sunderland, or at least somebody, back up to the Falcon's Roost, so we have a full stack up there. While the Prince and Jasper lead by elite troops. Just look at this stack of all those pikemen. It's unstoppable. But those guys will go with the Stormlords and assault there. But yeah, nothing much to talk about really. We're just moving into position to strike at the Lannisters right now. And we'll go to the next turn and see how it goes. We've almost arrived, at the very least. We can send Jasper over here for a second. I'll show you what it's like. Goddamn bloody rebels getting in my way. Right. Yeah, see. Lannister has a lot of stuff around here. We got Rain, Serets. I'm thinking that if we get my princess, she's going to be quite useful in this.
Hello, Your Highness.
I'm thinking any one of these, we can easily split up Lannister's forces by nicking one of his night fighters. And that'll make killing them a lot fucking easier. Because I don't think this Seret guy here has Night Fighter. So really, one of my stacks could take on all three of those. Especially my incredibly badass beefy one that I got here. But we'll wait one more turn for Prince Arthas to get a bit closer. Did I say Arthas there for a second? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, we've got Sunderland moving up. And we'll wait one more turn before we move in. Or maybe move in next turn, I suppose it will do. Depends. What's the reach on him? Might wait one more turn or just move in next. Not sure. We'll see. We shall see. And we are in position. Position. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we're in the space. We just need to move in. We won't move like that. We'll probably let the Storm Kings move in first because they move before me, and then I move, and then Lannister moves, or is it the other way around? I don't know. I think it's actually me that moves first, and then the Storm King, and then the Lannister. I don't know. It's all very weird. We'll figure something out in more detailed discussion later on, but yeah. Templeton can go over there. He moved into those guys. The North's looking a bit on edge. It's sort of weird. He's been fighting. He's lost Winterfell. I mean, he regained Torrens Square. He's sort of been having minor skirmishes with like small miniature armies. Nothing too great, to be honest. But I'm moving my fleet back up north because, like I said, the North's looking to the point where if we leave it, he's probably going to lose the North if we don't intervene. So I'm going to send that fleet up north and probably send some troops into the north. I said north a lot in this. How many more Norths can we get into this series, I wonder? But yeah, we need to send troops to help out the Sarks at some point. For now, however, we have incredibly badass armies with 10-star generals about to rain hell down upon the Golden Tooth. Okay guys, here we are. The Storm Kings moved in like we discussed. And right now we're going to do something incredibly awesome, which is totally going to work. And I don't know, this won't be the final. I'll redo it a couple of times to get the perfect odds. But here's what the situation looks like right now. Now the question here is how best to execute this. We discussed before the merits of nicking one of his generals, which I think is going to be Seret if we do this. In this case, it royally screwed me. I think we can do it without Seret, but maybe not. We'll see. We'll do this a few times. Okay, let's do that again, shall we? That went perfectly according to plan. Fucking steal him this time. What? Son of a bitch! Come on! Okay, guys. Take number 285. Seriously, game? If this bitch fucking disgraces me again, I'm gonna just kill her. This is fucking ridiculous. It's 66%. It shouldn't be screwing me over this fucking badly. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could probably, if I screwed around enough with it.
Yes, Lord. Of course, my lord. Yes. We will engage them honorably, my lord.
If I send Jasper here,
Your orders, noble one. Yes, Lord. Yes.
along with my cavalry,
Splitting our army, noble one. Yes. Orders. Orders.
of course, taking all this into consideration, I could quite easily just move my troops into position and let the Storm King attack the Lannister forces next turn with his 2 stacks that are sitting right here and utterly completely crush them. But I want to kill them myself, okay? I haven't got to kill anything lately in this hot seat, so I want to kill them myself. I mean, look, even here, right there, I managed to win that just with this one little stack here, even though the odds were in Lannister's favour, my troops being better than theirs kind of thing. And with my 10-star generals, that helps a lot. Even that, you can see, victory is ours. Lannister forces defeated. And then he can easily move in with Seret. This is not the cleanest way of doing things, but what we'll do is, well, we'll be here all day with me reloading to try and get the best outcome possible. But what I'll shoot to do is to steal Seret here and to attack the middle thing in the middle so that we could split Seret off. And what we do is probably leave Seret's army, which won't be led by him at all, actually. It will just be led by a captain. And we'll let the Storm Kings deal with them, while we deal with Terrence Tarbark and everyone, and we can probably fuck them up using this guy, actually. Huh, we would be able to, but the Storm King falls in the way. Either way. Yeah, there's a lot cleaner way of executing this little battle here. And I'll put up on the screen right now the final outcome to the battle that I do. The actual outcome to the battle that I upload for the turn and whatnot. So yeah, guys, we'll go to the next turn and continue to push our advantage into the Westerlands. Here we are, guys, having beaten the first stack or so of idiotic Lannister troops. We stole Seret after like 20 fucking times trying to steal it with the princess. The guy did not want any of that ass. But yeah, I've given the prince command of the really badass stack right now, and we've hired some mercenaries as well to fill up some of my ranks that were lost in the last battle. But the Golden Tooth is ours. There is absolutely fuck all that the Lannisters can do about it. And this is, in theory at least, pretty much all of the Lannister troops dead. Because at turn 24, I actually subbed the Storm Kings here. I placed that fort there, blocking all of their... not sure if you can see my cursor actually when I'm recording. But I blocked all of the Lannister armies that are in the Reach on the left side of that bridge, and then that fort there allowed the Storm King to take Bitterbridge. He's taken that as well, and he's taken Ashford, and he's currently moving on to Cider Hall, but he's pushing his way slowly towards Highgarden and everything. And eventually, Highgarden should be his. And I'm pretty sure we've wiped out the majority of Lannister's military now. So it should be smooth sailing from here on out. We've got a full stack at the Falcon's Roost, and everything appears to be in order. Just moving my fleets up as well. Not much going on, really. Like I said, we will eventually start recruiting a bit more to send them up north to help out the Starks who are still struggling. But we'll go to the next turn and move our way to taking the rest of the Westerlands. We have agreed as well that everything, Hornvale and Casterly Rock and Lannisport and everything, that's all going to be mine. And the Storm Kings are going to get Silver Hill, what's this place? Crackle, yeah. And the rest of the Reach. They can have all that. And I'll have the Westerlands and the Iron Isles and everything. He did send me a message, actually. Of course, you can have the Golden Tooth. Yeah, he was actually going to say, I'm sieging the Golden Tooth because we were all able to move. Yeah, okay. I will keep, and then you'll get Lannisport up. Yeah, okay. That's what we've agreed upon. Fair deal, really. He'll still be the more powerful faction. Well, yeah, debatable, really. I mean, I control the Falcon's Roost, I'll control Casterly Rock and Lannisport, and then I'll control Goldtown, Saltbands, and the Eyrie. So I'll still be considerably powerful, as well as him being powerful as well. And like I said, we're not going to be betraying each other at any point during this hot seat, so who cares, really. Pushing towards Casterly Rock, there is appears to be fuck all. I mean, literally, it's just a clear shot towards Casterly Rock. What we'll probably next turn block off the port. The shore, sorry, just to be completely 100% safe when we attack the coastline of the Westerlands. Mainly because I'm not sure if Hoar has any decent armies left around here. For the sounds of it, he's all in the north. And speaking of the north, we have New Stark as well. Yeah, give information about what's happened. Well, the Stark's just kind of getting his ass kicked. Well, not getting his ass kicked. He's put up a great fight, but he's kind of not gained anything, really. I feel Lannister is letting Martell kick Gardener's Land to win his support. Lannister is going to throw Gardener's last man against me in the hopes of saving his men. Yeah. Yeah, he's just slowly moving his ass. He's got the Allied forces under siege there, which might give him a victory, actually. If he's lucky. We'll see. If everything goes according to plan, Lannister's days are numbered. Quite numbered. Okay, guys. Here we are. Turn 28. And like I said, we've blocked off Casterly Rock just to be completely and utterly safe. This way, we can siege it and take it with 0% chance of the enemy being able to do fuck all to us. All these ports here stop him from being able to land anything, and then this fort here also stops him from being able to get past there as well. Plus, we have the Storm King stack in range if everything goes to shit, but it won't. We're going to take Casterly Rock. There's absolutely fuck all he can do about it. I'm not really sure how many Lannisters there are left. There are a few of them actually in Lannisport, which we'll try and take next turn. Although, actually, noticing this, when I just hovered over that for a second, Lannister's been turned AI, and I've probably just wasted money putting those forts there. If the AI are controlling this, then they're not going to be smart enough to do anything good. Okay, yes, I probably just wasted money building those forts, but oh well. I guess you can't be too safe, right? oh well. Okay, I don't know. It would appear that that's that, really. But yeah, I'm sending the fleet up north and slowly building some troops at the Coldwater and sort of gathering them around. And we'll slowly send those guys up to assault and whatnot. But yeah, it should be quite easy now to take the west of the Westerlands, since the Lannisters have been turned AI and everything. Probably the reason for that is the fact that, well, I do believe that the Lannister king was defeated in the last turn around about here. If you remember last time, this fort was under siege, I think. And I think he destroyed the Lannister king there and he's bugged off someplace. Which is probably there or a nearby fort of some varying description. But either way, the Lannisters are fucked. That's pretty much what this sums up to. Some great news, ladies and gentlemen. The old king is dead. Harold Arryn has died in battle. We're going to say, I mean, lore-wise, from an RP sort of standpoint, the old Harold Arryn, the old king of the Mountain of the Vale, he was like 70 years old. He was pretty much spent the majority of his reign recently whoring in Goldtown, drinking, and, you know, just being generally shit. So, RP-wise, we're going to say that he got attacked or during... actually, better yet, he got so pissed that he died in a bar brawl or something. Smacked over the back of the head with a mug or something, and it fucked him up, and he died. Anyway, well, I really got the admin to kill him because I wanted my prince to become the new king. So yeah, Artus is now the king of the Mountain and the Vale, and his oldest son has now been legitimized, because he's a bastard. I've legitimized him. And we're discussing with the Martells currently about getting a marriage alliance with Prince Ewan as well. But yeah, that's pretty much all of the good news right now. We've taken Casterly Rock. The Storm Kings are taking Lannisport, and they've agreed to hand it over afterwards. Kent is being taken also. I defeated some units around Kent, actually. Prior to all that, but it's not worth showing. Cerets is actually now officially been named the new Lord of Casterly Rock, and House Cerets, whatever the hell you want to call it. Since they've lost Silverhill, they no longer have their ancient house of seat of Silverhill. I've given them Casterly Rock, and we're going to name his house as my Lord Paramounts of the Rock, or the West, or Guardians of the West, or whatever you want to call it, because yeah, I've named my faction the Kingdom of the Mountain and the Rock. Talking to Stark as well, hopefully going to get Fairmarket and Raventree back if I help him out in the north with stuff. Which of which we are actually beginning the recruiting now to send some troops north. Probably left by one of Jasper's troops or Lord Coldwater, not sure what one. Anyway, next turn, and we'll see if we can take all these things. I'm slightly worried that, like, Hoar has some kind of, like, massive stack just off the coast waiting for me, but probably not. He is broke still. Anyway, Lannisport is now mine. I've renamed it King's Landing, but I'm thinking of naming it Artus's Landing, maybe after the prince, or the king, I suppose, now himself. We're going to push... I'm probably just going to let the Storm King go up north, to be honest, and deal with Castamere and everything else. He's going to hand it over to me, of course, but I'd rather let him risk it, because I'm still worried that there's like a full stack of twats just waiting to attack me. It's bound to happen at any point, if you know what I mean. Decided as well, I'm probably going to send Lord Coldwater here ahead with the rest of the troops to help out in the north. Not much else going on, to be honest. I've spoken to Martell. I think he has a princess somewhere. Because the Storm King did have a princess, but he nicked one of the Lannisters' generals during the war. So that's not a viable option. But hopefully we can wed the Martells into our alliance and secure that. And then peace and prosperity can reign across the realm. Yay! Rainbows and unicorns for everybody. Just building up in King's Landing, or Arthur's Landing, whatever the hell we're going to rename that at some point. I don't think we'll call it King's Landing at the end of the thing, because it kind of gets confusing. Yeah, we're slowly moving our asses up towards Castamere. I think if the Storm King forces have gone up, they are just hiding somewhere. Yeah, there they are. They have gone up, so they'll take that before I do. We've moved the... I don't know, I'm thinking we'll send those guys up, and those guys can head towards the other place where we do this, but
Yes, man.
I've spoken to the Starks and asked them for the positions of the Hoar forces. The 3 units of Ironborn took Widows last time, and as Ramsgate's under siege by a 10-unit host. Yeah. Right. He's going to lose Ramsgate because it's too close for me to attack, but I can take back Widow's Watch for him next turn as well. And hopefully what my plan is, we help him take back some of these regions in the north, and in turn he gives me Raventree and Fairmarket at the end of the day as thanks, kind of thing. But I won't push that too much. It's not a demand or anything. It's just a kind of, you know, would be nice if you'd give me these. But yeah, we're beginning the construction of my fleet so that we can match the might of the Ironborn's fleet and crush them under our fist, if you know what I mean. See how that goes.